Hello everyone, my name is Marcos Diaz Quentolin and I feel very happy. Very happy? I feel very happy for having been considered to bring you a workshop of the steps for the creation of a ventriloquism script for all those who work with ventriloquist dummies, with ventriloquist puppets. For I bring you this workshop, which, as I was telling you, are the steps for the creation of a ventriloquism script. And so we are going to start. It comes out right. Step number 1 to carry out a ventriloquism script. Step number 1, we will have to define the objective, or that which we want to transmit, or that which we want to show to the audience that we have in front of us. Teach to the public that we have in front of us. That, for example, either I must define if I want to tell a story, I must define if I want to teach some value, I must define if I must. If I want to develop a biblical theme, or simply make people laugh. It is very important to keep that in mind. What is it that I want? What is it that I want? Okay? I can define myself by one. I can choose one. I can make a combination of several. But always keep in mind that this is going to be our solid base. Based on that, we are going to work to build all this, our script. Step number 2. We have to know our audience. Okay, it's important to know our audience, what ages are in the audience. In the audience, what ages I have as an audience. Children of what ages? If it is children I don't know, from 3 to 5 years old, from 3 to 6 years old, from 7 to 10 years old, to 12 years old, pre-adolescents, teenagers, young people, young adults, and it could be the whole family, and we have to take that into account. We have to make it fun, but always with a simple and easy to understand language. And easy to understand, remember, that we are often doing comedy, many times humor. And either we do it for very young children, or we do it for teenagers, or we do it for adults, but a lot of them want to, in the end, have fun. If many times we can bring, and many times through the fun, we can leave a good message, it comes out well. And in order to have fun, and apart from the message, we must speak with a language that is as simple as a simple language. As a simple language, that is the word, a simple language, it goes, we must take into account that to make it fun, and with a simple language for everybody, it goes. Of course, we are going to adapt it to the ages we have. It is for children, speak the language of children. It is for teenagers, and you have to take a simple language, but with their language. For adults, well, we will have to investigate and find out what the words are. Pass a motorcycle. What are the common words wherever you are? Common words wherever you are. In the country you are in the different ages it goes, so that we can connect. That is also important. Also, number 3. We have to develop the characters. That's important. Which are normally, and the doll, or you and your friend. Later I will tell you why I am going to call the puppet my friend. You will realize that I am going to call him my friend. When I say my friend, I mean the ventriloquist puppet. And at the end, or later, I will tell you why it is important to call him my friend. And even more, because of his name, it is important then to develop the characters, you and the puppet, or you and your friend. Preferably, they should have contrasting personalities. where in general the doll is the funny, mischievous, crazy character, and you are the sensible character, the character that thinks, the character that reasons. You can also change the dynamic a little bit, where you come up with an idea where you are the crazy one and the doll says, oh, look what's going on. You're going crazy, I don't know, X is an idea, and it starts a discussion, and you can turn the dialogue in a very interesting way for him to turn the witticism to the monkey or to your friend. Well, no, it is important to take that into account. The personalities that you can see, that there is one, as they say, a very crazy or a very mischievous or very energetic character. Many times it can be like that, many times it can't. This in you. And define your behavior and how you are going to speak the voice, where you are going to place it, voices, or you are doing this because I imagine that in your life you have come to realize that you can probably imitate voices, change your voice, and different things that you say, I could get to do that. You've been able to do it, you've tried to do it, and you say, well, if I could. Find his voice. Find his voice for your friend. For your friend, please, for your friend. He comes out. I was going to say the little monkey, no. For your friend, he comes out. For your friend, he comes out. I was going to say the little monkey. No. For your friend, he comes out. For your friend, he comes out. So, and of course I already said it, but I am not going to stop saying it. It is a note I made. Make sure that the doll or your friend's doll has a touch of humor and sparkle that characterizes it, that characterizes him, that says, he is so and so, he is so and so according to his name. Then number 4, create a conflict or central theme. Scripts tend to be more entertaining when there is a conflict to resolve or a fun theme to explore. It can be a comic misunderstanding or a challenge. This diary is not. It is important to take that into account. I don't know. Conflicts, there are many. Take into account the conflict that you have many times with your children. Truth lie? It's true what they told me. No, I didn't do anything. No, they told me that's what happened. That you did that. That you broke that window. It's not true. Like it's not true, but they told me I know who it was. He's going to say it. Who it was? It was Ted. Like Ted, yeah. Hit him that this was, and you point to someone in the audience. That's free for you, my friend. It comes out okay. Then ball. And you can do a conflict where the emotions are this. Something very important within what is the ventriloquism performance, where the little monkey cries, where you cry, and the little monkey told you, squeaky, crying, look, you're telling me that, or that the little monkey cried and you comfort him, I don't know. But it would be a conflict for the little monkey to cry, or for your friend, I'm going, excuse me, for your friend to cry. This is because you said something to him probably loudly, so that you made him go into pain.
And he started to cry.
I can't take it anymore! I can't take it anymore!
I'm the little hand of...
Oh, totally. And sometimes... when I want to. When he gets hungry. I go for a cake. And with the other hand...
which I like very much, by the way.
Oh, she hits me! Tell them how you hit me!
I don't know. It's just an example that came to my mind. I don't know. It's an example I came up with. And there is a conflict. Well, there is a conflict where sometimes we don't even talk about simply the creativity of one's imagination doing this work of conversation and so many things, right? But right now, I simply improvised, and we are also going to talk about this improvisation a little bit later on. But because I was able to improvise, because there is something solid right now, what I'm talking about, or what I was going to say something about, if I explain myself, it's easier to stay in that kind of ideas. And when we have something solid, then I'm going to continue with these steps that I'm giving you, and we're going to see further on why I'm making these very important emphases, like the name seriously, take seriously the naming of your friend, and call him my friend, and call him by his name, and also the question of improvisation. See why on something solid it's easier to improvise. Or is it wiser to dare to improvise, kick the tripod here? So number 5, write the dialogue. I write the dialogue, and this goes, and this point is closely related to what I was telling you about improvisation. Allow me a little while. I'm going to drink some water. To the routine, I'm going to drink water. Well, then, number 5, write the dialogue. What you are going to do, what you are going to say, what you are going to expose. Let's go to the beginning. Whether I'm going to talk about a value, whether I'm going to talk about a biblical story, whether I just want to make someone laugh, I'm going to write my jokes. Okay. Everything I'm going to say, I'm going to write it down. Everything my friend is going to say, you get my point. You know who my friend is. I'm going to write it down. You are the mastermind of what you and your friend are going to say. Okay, it's important to write the dialogue. To write the dialogue, alternate the lines between you and the dummy to keep an agile rhythm when you are studying it, script. Let's think. I am Quentolin or Tolin, Tolin pun. And I say, hello Nachito, how are you? Nachito is my friend, Nachito. Nachito, I'm very well. And you Tolin? My name is Marcos, but sometimes they call me Marcos. Tolin? Well, it's a mess very well. And you Tolin? Script. Mar, how stupid I am. Tolin, 2 points. Very good, Nachito. Also here, hey, look, the other day. 3 points. I can interrupt this as I please. 3 dots. And here I say, okay. I cut the monkey. Script, Nachito. The other day you are going to come out with the same thing you are telling me. Every now and then you make things up. Let's see what happened. Tolin. No, I am not going to tell you anything. I'm not going to tell you anything. The other day I was going to tell you that I went to buy some cakes. Tolin, Nachito, oh, and you didn't buy me. Tolin. That's what sometimes I don't like about you, Nachito. And you can put Tolin, Nachito, why do you say you like me fat, Tolin? I never said I like you fat. No, if you said it, you didn't say it. And all those dimes? And answers, dimes, and directs. I was going to say that it is a word, it is a very common expression here in Mexico. This, those, that tell me what I answer you, tell me what I answer you. You are going to put it in each script of each. Of each moment, if I explain, and if in one part you are going to turn around and you are going to be expressive and you are going to make a face like this of what's that? Or that thee, 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 or that thee. or that your friend is going to make a strong expression face, you are going to write it here, Nachito. In my case, here, Nachito, 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 here, Nachito. In parentheses, Nachito turns around with an expression of surprise either for Tolan or for the audience. Okay, the parenthesis closes, but because the moment you are rehearsing your script, because the script is rehearsed in front of the mirror, preferably, or in front of a camera, to record yourself and see how it comes out, to see it again, and see here, there are mistakes, here I can improve, so that when you do it, you can rehearse how you are going to turn around, if you are going to turn around, if you are going to ignore him, if he is going to ignore you, if I understand all those kinds of little things of modal. That when you get to the stage, everything flows and very nicely. Even I repeat improvisation, and now I am going to tell you why. I am going to tell you why. Why? Alters the lines. We have already seen why. He uses puns, jokes, and quick answers to keep the attention. This quick answers thing, it happens in this dialogue writing. How are you? Well, you behaved badly. That's not true. You behaved badly. That's not true. You always tell me that. No, they told me that you behaved very badly. That's not true. That you behaved very badly. That's not true. Hey, but they told me that you broke a piñata. No, it wasn't me. No, yes, they told me that you did. That's not true. Yes, you did. I know, it was Tete. Who is Tete? What Gale? What Tete was? And you point out with the monkey's maita to one of the audience, and you go with the one in the audience. You were seriously? And the other boy is going to stay. No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it. No, yes, you did it, Nachito. He's telling me. And
Wasn't
then you
he
realize...
boy? And the boy?
No, Nachito, how can you tell me he was with his parents in the morning, right? You see, Nachito, you're making me fall into your game. It's a conflict and a beautiful drama. But that's why you wrote the dialogue. But that's why we wrote the dialogue. That's why we did this work before the presentation, to sit down and write the dialogue. So that everything that flows on stage, it's easier to handle. Okay, so use puns, jokes, and quick answers to keep the attention. It comes out already, you the jokes about your this community, about your this, how can you say it, idioms. Common words in your country, you are going to adapt it, even in Mexico. If they are looking at me, I am in Sonora. But if they are looking at me, I don't know, in Tabasco. They are looking at me, I don't know. In Veracruz, they are looking at me, I don't know. In Veracruz, they are seeing me in other places. You from one state to another, the meaning of certain words varies. That we can pronounce them in the same way. So you are going to adapt everything, okay? But it is important that you make this dialogue, or this dialogue before. I'm going to go and expose your topic. In front of an audience. Give it a piece of... give the puppet memorable phrases or recurring slogans that the audience recognize and even expect. From the dummy one, from your friend dummy again, I said this one. So that when your friend comes out and says them, hey, it's important that you look for something that is catchy, a phrase. Worse? It's important. I would like to find an example right now here in my mind. But the truth is, I don't have anything. But I know you understand me. I know you understand me. Number 6, include pauses for reaction is important. Where you consider that there is a good joke and the audience will laugh. Take your time, keep quiet, so that the audience reacts to the joke, laughs. And the laughter is heard. The laughter. You can add this to the script. When you write the script here, we pause because this joke is going to stick, because this joke is good and people are going to laugh here. Okay, that's important. You put it in there, here we pause. And here we make a pause where I'm watching the little monkey. Your friend. And then people laugh. Laugh. You made them laugh at me or him?
You made them laugh at me, Tolene.
Is explained to me, that is to say, place, it is necessary to say that sometimes it is not necessary and just go on with the script. But always leave that for that little while. It's a pause. It's part of the timing so that the people... And when the euphoria of the laughter has subsided, continue without losing attention. So this can be a script if it helps you, or you can keep it in mind always. In your mind, not even in the moments of improvisation, as I was saying, it is important to have it in your mind. You improvise something based on the script. This is good, and you made a joke, and you saw that people laughed. Calm down, calm down, calm down, because the adrenaline of the moment makes you want to be throwing ideas. So don't calm down, calm down, calm down. Breathe. Do mindfulness if necessary before I explain. Keep yourself in the present, and here in the laughter for me, there is calm in the laughter. You are winning. Carnal, carnalita anyway, if I explain myself. The laugh, you are winning. And there is laughter if you have those beautiful audiences, because there are all kinds of audiences. But if you have those beautiful audiences that are giving you feedback and making you flow in ideas, well, keep in mind that every joke, every quip, every witticism, every humorous moment, that hit humorous moment that produced a smile is a product, is a moment in which, wait for me so long. Wait for me so long that they laugh, that they laugh, that they laugh, that they laugh, and boom, you come back. Of course, on the way, you are going to get more timing. You are going to get more timing. You are going to get more. This work of studying the public, and you will start to know how long you are going to last and how long you are not going to last at the beginning. Exaggerate, no problem. No problem. No hay bronca, es como decir no hay problema. Aquí, en mi región, es como decir, no hay problema, tú exagera, al principio exagera, la verdad que no tengo que callar y me callo bajo la euforia y sigues caminando en el camino, créeme solito, tú vas a decir ya ni cuenta, te vas a darse. When people laugh and you shut up and boom, you go on and everything flows in a very nice way, but you have to start. To bring it to your mind so consciously first to see, and I shut up, but what a kilo. There are times when it's not going to stick and you're going to have to go with the script or come up with ideas based on the script to generate more things with the audience. It's important then include pauses for reaction. We've seen what this is all about. This is very important. Do it, please, do it, okay. Then number seven. Add visual details and texts. Plan how they will use your and the doll's movements and facial expressions to highlight the jokes or important moments of the script. I think the explanation is already implied in this one, in these sayings or in this sentence I just mentioned. Nachito, me. They told me that you broke the window.
That's not true!
Nachito, pay attention.
It hurts me so much to be lied to at night. Shilong.
Why are you calling me that, Nachito? He's already angry. There are many things, if I explain, includes planning how you're going to use the movements, how you're going to use the facial expressions. Facial expressions, I repeat, both yours and the doll. Oh, if you don't have that issue of moving your face, Try to do it. Try to do it. Remember, we want to reach out. We want to connect with those who are watching us, and that is important. So number 7, number 8, end the story, sorry, end it with a strong conclusion. End the story with a final joke. A lesson. A thought-provoking sentence or a thought-provoking sentence, if it's something related, I endorse it is, I don't know in your dialogue what you're going to write, carry out that question. Venture or perform or create. A good joke that ends up closing well. Where you think this is going to be the boom, and if people don't laugh, you tell them that you had to laugh here, and people will laugh, and they will laugh. They will laugh and well. It will be something there where you had that absurd touch, so to speak, but it was a test, I got stuck, but it was an absurd touch, this one planned. An absurd touch that you gave him his serious job, because it is something very important to know. That in this work of comedy, in this work of humor, in this work of generating laughter and so on, yes, it is a very funny job, it is a fun job, it is a fun job, it is a job of the absurd to be taking it to the stage, but there is a serious job. Very important work that is done behind the scenes that the public doesn't see and should not see it. They shouldn't notice that you didn't make the effort, 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 that you didn't make the effort. To make your work even more wonderful every time you present it. Yet, what I mean the first time it's going to be okay, but from those times things will come out that you will be able to add to the next one, and each presentation of that specific dialogue is going to be better and better each time. It's going to be better every time, it should be better every time. This one, and we are going to talk about I want to do a little. These 8 steps are the 8 steps to carry out the la la la. A name is to create a ventriloquism script, okay, is to guide you. These 8 steps will guide you and to create. Sometimes it fails me here, my comrade, but me to my mind, I tell you, my comrade, do not worry, it is a personal madness. Very, very interesting to do, to make our ventriloquism script with these 8 steps. This one we can get to do it and do it very well. To do a job and well at the beginning, you are going to do it basic. And as time goes by and as you go making more scripts and you go exposing them to the public, it is going to grow, and believe me, the scripts are going to be as the first script that you make, as a paradigm that you have in your head and in your mind, and you arrive to the stage. And you realize that the person in the audience made a comment to you, and your creative mind said, material. You say something back to him or her or the other friend, makes a beautiful reaction in the audience. And you must have in your mind well registered that moment where you said that, believe me, you are not going to forget it. You are not going to forget it. And there you say this, I am going to repeat it, or I am going to provoke. In my dialogue, I am going to take the dialogue or I am going to change parts of the dialogue that will lead me to a reaction in the I am going to change parts of the dialogue that will lead me to a reaction of that type in the audience with the different audiences that I have. And so many things will come up, or you will think of something on stage and something that you did a little walk or a little jump that you did that was funny, and the people laughed and the children over there laughed. I'm going to put this here, what you have that's not dialogue. It could be you, your corporal expression, what you did, or what generated laughter or laughter in general. And you say, well, I hope this helped, and you put it there and add it. I mean, if I can explain it, and it breaks up, but it doesn't break up to break your central idea. It stays simple, and you just make it fatter and 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 fatter, you and your dialogue. And you say to the tower, how soft. How nice. But your central idea remains, and between joke and joke, you are carrying it out. The dialogue, and takes the people in the audience to where is where you, towards the central message, go, okay? Then I want to quiero aclarar algo que a mí una vez yo me lo pregunté, y se los quiero también tras mi transmitir. Déjame tomar agua, sale. One day I remember I was in a truck bus. I don't know what they call them at the place where you are. I was reflecting, and I was saying why certain comedians or why certain television programs, some are called comedians and others are called humorists. So there must be a difference between comedy and humor, I said to myself. I brought my cell phone, I'm going to investigate, and I went to Google. Yeah. And I went to Google and I said, what's up? Let's see what's the difference. What is the difference between humor and comedy? Humor. And this humor is that one. It's that that when it till tomorrow is a joke. That is talking about a very colloquial, very niche, very societal, very much about probably very much of the people who are specifically there in your audience, and the topic that you are touching on touches. Let's say that the fibers of those who are there, but it touches those fibers. To laugh or not to sadden, but rather it's a shock that says that, if I explain it, but it makes you have that chuckle, or it makes you have that laughter that in your mind you are in a certain way. If that's what it says, this happens to me. And at the end, I look, he's talking about me. It seems that you know me. But yes, it is true, I have to change that. I explain. I don't know if I'm going to understand myself with this explanation a little bit strange. Strange. I recognize that it is strange. It leads you to reflection, and you say it is not true. If it is true what he is saying, you have fun. But you are making humor. That was what caught my attention. You can corroborate it, and with all confidence, I'm on my social networks, I'm on my personal Facebook, and I'm like, Cuentolin on Facebook, no. I'm a little bit of a fan of my own. This is a comment I investigated, that look at it, and I enriched, that I see that you can also see it from this perspective. Or I'm open, it's not a last word what I'm saying, just I looked into it once and I said it made sense to me like this. And okay. And comedy, on the other hand, is simply and simply that joke that doesn't want you to reflect on anything. It simply and simply wants to tell something and wants you to laugh, like the one about Nachito. Back to the same joke. And who was Nachito? I don't know how you don't know how you don't know. Well, who was Nachito? And he turns around with a child that makes you laugh. But it doesn't make you think anything, and you turn to the child or the person or a lady of whoever it is you were. It doesn't make you reflect, people laugh, nothing happened, comedy. I explained the difference. I liked it. I liked it when I investigated it. I share it with you. Embrace it. You see it important information. If you don't, then nothing happens, and we continue well then. And we were also talking about I was telling them that we were going to talk about improvisation. This. Before improvisation, we saw another one. Another topic I was telling them to be very careful, to call it doll, because the dummy, and record this well because I consider it something to be sorry, sneeze, for all those who said cheers. Thank you very much. The tower, this doesn't look like little old man Chili. I think I'm going to be a good old man character, so the dummy is your friend. Is your friend. Please. Never and ever in front of the public. It's a dummy. Don't say I'm going to bring my dummy, no sirs. No ladies, no young ladies, no young lady. Never okay. It's never a monkey. It's your friend, it's my friend. It sounds a little crazy. But give the importance to the friend who helps you get the message of your acting performance across. He is and will be your best collaborator. Give him his respective importance. It's worth it. Here in my house, well, this is not my house. In the house of my in-laws, but I like the background they have. And I said, well, let's take advantage to do this workshop. But here, wherever I meet my wife, I say to her, today, already answered me that they bring. I'm somewhere else and he's at home and I need Nachito, my friend, to be with me, and I tell him, hey, no, I don't tell him, hey, he's the monkey and I don't have two friends in Nachito and Don Beto. Hey, please bring Nachito to me, the Locupo comes out. Okay, and where are they? And he already kind of knows because he tells me, and where is Nachito? No, well, he is in so-and-so part. Oh, well, go get him and bring him to me, please. But this is the language of respect towards the monkey. Towards your friend is, but I'm talking about this, forgive me. I never mentioned him as a monkey. But even I scold myself. I don't mention it as monkey, I call my friend, I call him by his name. Your friend, I always tell kids or people I have two friends. I don't ever tell them I have two friends and I want to introduce them to you. One is called Nachito and the other one is called Don Beto. They want to meet them, but I will never tell them I have two monkeys. In the suitcase come two monkeys. Because to begin with, the suitcase is not a suitcase, it's their house and it's a giant mansion where they are swimming in a pool or they are asleep, and I'm going to wake them up if I make myself clear I create a fantasy world, but they are my friends. And these friends have a name of their own. And each one has a story. I think very well about the story that you are going to give them. But give it the importance where they want you to find yourself, they are your friends. And those friends have a name of their own. And name them by name in your house. Name them by name where you are, and your children know that you have your friend in so-and-so's place. He's so and so, and give him importance in your house. So that the importance that you give him in the intimacy of your home sprouts in a natural way on stage. And do it give him the importance in front of the public, he will never be a monkey. When you create a new friend, you baptize him and tell him, you know you're my friend. And let's go ahead and I baptize you with the name of, I don't know. The creativity there already. Us. I'll baptize you with the name of
The lousy one.
Hello, friends. I am the lousy one, the lousy one, the lousy war.
Huh, and I'm the lousy one because he's really lousy, right? Don't say that, lousy, please. It sounds very offensive. It's better to change the name, you know that. We'll find another name, it's good. Or I know what happened. Lick me and you give me a good treatment. That for what? And now that you name me something else, how could you name me?
The most beautiful gift. It sounds too long. It has to be shorter.
Remember, they're waiting for you. Don't worry, I'm thinking. You're going to be Chin Chin Corinne. That's right, that's good. Then we're in that deal, of course we are. But in a favor, what happened? I already have a treatment. I'm already scratching myself too. With so many lies. It's good to say goodbye, then Corinne Chin Chin Corinne goodbye. I don't know. It's an idea. It's a simple idea. And if this were a friend, I'd have him hanging somewhere like this in his place. And tell him, love, my daughter, my wife, bring me to Gorin. Bring me Gorin. I had two other friends, the cockerel Copeton and the sock Copetin. And I would say to him, and the cockerel was already the head of a rooster alone. And the sock to whom I put two buttons as eyes. Buttons as eyes and the sock not with so-and-so part and the sock. It is explained to me. Please give it the importance. And the subject of the improvisation, we already talked about it, and I think it is implicit here in the theme, but I will not fail to mention it to you. Improvisation is important. To be able to improvise and to know how to improvise is very important. It will get you out of a lot of trouble, believe me. It will get you out of a lot of trouble. Really? Improvisation will always be better and more fluent when there is a solid base on which we will be working or talking. And this base, what do you think it is? So it is. You thought it well because I have been telling you for a long time. This base is the script well studied and practiced previously before your presentation. This is how it is. The improvisation will emerge thanks to the context of each place and presentation. In which your show will be presented. Notice that is very important. Improvisation will emerge thanks to the context of each exhibition of your show. In one place there can be all children. With a lot of participatory energy that give you a huge amount of material for your improvisation. In another place there may be a lot of kids with a less euphoric energy.
And you will have to
think or simply elaborate the show as it is. And may God bless us all. It is explained to me because you run a show. But also remember that it's still theater and there's an interaction between you and the audience. What? And there is an interaction between you and the audience because many times or every now and then you are breaking the fourth wall to be able to reach the audience. You are not only here with him and the monkey that is important to take into account and know when I am going to break this wall. To reach out to the public and say, let's all participate now. If I understand what I'm saying, let's call for action. And in each audience, there are going to be different elements. There are going to be different things placed here and there, which I have to see around me before I get on the stage. If you're backstage here, it's very pro, the place where you are, and they put you in the dressing room so you can see the audience more or less check how the role is here. What's over here, what's over there, I can use this, I can use this, I can see it. And along the way, more and more and more and more things will come up. Each show, in each show that you give will emerge a different improvisation, but always based the script that you establish. It comes out, okay? And I have already mentioned a lot about my friend Nachito. And I don't want to say goodbye without first letting me leave the here and let me, and I don't want to say goodbye without this. Without first introducing you to me, of course, I am going to drink a little more water from Makanza. Without first introducing you to me, my dear friend Nachito, who has accompanied me. Since I practically started telling stories, I tell stories. Hey, those motorcycles. Cuentolino, I start Cuentolin in about, in September of next year. And Nachito goes on stage. In the coming year, I start as a storyteller. And after that, we enter the world of ventriloquism, which we have liked, and I feel that people have been embracing it very well. Have been embracing him well. And Nachito is already a warrior who has been with me since the year 2021 to date. We have been easy, 21, 22, 21, 24. He is going for 4 years with me, Nachito. I think that if the account is not burnt, he came out in March more or less to the light of day. And we are going to have a very interesting story of how he was born and how he came about this. And it has a lot to do with our dear sister, this Christina Christie Kraus. One of her workshops here, where when they were here in my region here in Sonora, in my region here in Sonora, Mexico, and well with you, nothing more and nothing less than Nachito. What happened? What, Nachito? What's up with you, Nachito, with me? Nothing happens and not with you. Well, here, look, Nachito, hey, what happened? I see that you have a talker, like I have a talker. Who are you talking to? If I don't see anyone, I'm just seeing a white circle that throws us a charo of light, and that, by the way, that has all dazzled here was with the war, so as not to dazzle me. And look, I put here the cat water. Well, but I'm still dazzled, but tell me, why is he here? Because what happens, Nachito, that we are... It's already forgotten, don't worry. It's just that I didn't warn you. Hey, but it doesn't look like in the likes, no. This is not a like, Nachito. Then you are here just talking no, Nachito. What are people going to think? What are people going to think? Because that's what I told you, no, Nachito, I'm giving a workshop about what? I am giving a workshop on how to create a dialogue. For when you see you are forgetting, no, wait for me. I don't want to make a mistake. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm not getting stuck. Nachito, let me talk so I can talk well. And Dale, I'm telling you, Nachito, that what I want... You see you got stuck, no, Nachito? It's just that when you make me angry, I get upset. Ay, si yo tengo la culpa de tu trabadez, no.
Yes!
But me, Nachito, man, they're Nachito. What are people going to think? You won't let me. You won't let me. You got stuck. You got stuck. You got stuck because you won't let me. You were going to say... what happens, Nachito, that what we are doing, or rather what I am doing, that you didn't get stuck. What I am doing is, I'm giving a workshop for the GoPro Summit. Let me see it well. You see, you don't remember. No, wait for me if I remember, not if I said it right. If you said it right, it says, process cases for the creation of a ventriloquism script. What happened, Nachito? So many people here are going to see them. Because they are also dedicated to ventriloquism, just like you and me. Exactly, my dear friend. I know that you were very intelligent, like I was very intelligent. I mean, you believe that I was in? No, I don't believe that. But I always trusted you. I don't trust you, no. Yes, I mean, I always trusted you. You are working ugly? And you are letting me know that you have a different concept. Not my boy, you are my beautiful boy, you know, for real, yeah? Then many are going to know how my boy is, and he is telling them to rehearse a lot. That's how it is. If they rehearse a lot, the truth, because even though he rehearses, everything gets stuck. And Nachito, look, even my hat fell off because of my anger. The brave one. My cat. Help me, Machito. It's closer to you over there. I don't want you to tell him things, not everything. Now the best thing. Best. Hey, how the frame has fallen to them, how it has fallen to them. Look how excited I got.
But it's so good. It's so good that we are learning. And the truth is,
as I tell you, get close to the script, because this one is given the role and then you start working on it. No, Nachito, don't tell people that, man. They're going to think, if I'm doing it here, if I'm saying it here, how to do the script, Nachito. No, la neta, dice, la rija está loco, ay, cora loco, like crazy. Well, yes, I am crazy, but... we are crazy, my boy. That's how it is. We are Quentolin. He is Tolin, and I am Nachito, the friend of all the children.
And all the family. Why did I say that? I don't know, but whenever I say that, it's because my body wants me to get even.
Bye-bye. He is my friend Nachito, of course he is, and well, you already met him, and it's a little bit of what we do, it's a little bit of what we can carry out this with people are going to say, you guys, how did you get so much out of this moment? Why? Because I am talking about something that there is a basis. There is a base, as I am telling you. The dialogue here, or the objective here, is to carry out this, is to carry out a workshop teaching all of this. How to make a ventriloquism script, and at the end we obviously want to show you, or rather we want to present to you a little bit of what we do in a brief and concise way. Brief and concise, if I can make myself clear. But as I always tell you, based on a script, we brought the established script here of each thing we are going to do, each thing we are going to say. This script is very established, and I can follow it, and I can see it, and I can check it, and so on. Now, but when we are on stage, we don't have the script in front of us, so we have to rehearse it, we have to see it, we have to read it, which I also did. Alguera. I read it, I reread it, I saw the ideas I was going to tell you about. If I make myself clear, it is important. This is important. You are going to say there is how so many things are taken out of it. Don't think that this was planned. It was an emotion that I had, and it is going to hit you how I do it. We can't, and I tell you this here in confidence because it will happen to you. It will happen to you a lot. It will happen to you. I said this moment with Nachito, I am not going to script absolutely anything. I am not going to do anything. It is going to flow based on what I am talking about with all of you if I am explaining myself. And whatever flows we are going to solve, that is something very important. That I have realized lately that it is used a lot in the theater to resolve at any cost. So always for life and the positive and the values, and I go like this, I explain myself within that positive framework to solve the situations that I dropped my cap, I was left without a cap, and then faced a baldy that I do. I seek as my friend, my help. Nachito helps me. I explained to myself and I couldn't find him. And Nachito was talking to them, and the truth is that he didn't call her. And I said, Nachito is going to help me to grab with his mouth, but we can't both leave the stage. And Nachito has to stay, and I have to go here. And as soon as I caught up with him and we could, I explained to myself then. I wanted to do this because both he and I, this we are a little bit euphoric. I don't try to be the most coherent. I try to be the most coherent, but sometimes I get hyperactive. Sometimes it comes out okay. So dear friends, I hope one day to meet all of you who are going to see this. I hope one day to be able to get close to all of you who are going to see this. Your hand and be able to give you a hug and to be able to form a beautiful friendship with all of you, and to be able to enrich you again. Hit here. And to be able to enrich you in a great way with what we have just done to make these classes fun and enjoyable. This class we have just given, and well, blessings to all of you. Blessings to everyone. I am Marcos Diaz Cuentolin. This is how you can find me on my personal Facebook page, Marcos Diaz Cuentolin. But on my Facebook pages, you can find me as Cuentolin, no más Cuentolin, así no más Cuentolin, así Cuentolin. In TikTok, you can find me as Cuentolin, a secas Cuentolin, Cuentolin. At YouTube, same Cuentolin, just Cuentolin, so you find me. Only on Instagram? Oh, if you search for it with @ soy Cuentolin, that's it. I'm Cuentolin this. It comes out okay, you write Cuento, and you just put L and N at the end. Cuentolin, okay? That's all. I wish God bless you in a huge way. And I say goodbye, but not before reminding you, as I do all the time, that if you want peace in your heart, do not forget to talk. With the Creator, go out. A blessings, bye.